Well, we finally got caught up enough that we can start working on this truck again, but that's not this video. We actually started working on it a little bit this morning. We pulled this other leaf spring off. We've actually got that other frame that we started pulling the front end off and the pieces that we need. But Dad's going to cut hay. He wants to get that done today while it's nice. We got a good stretch of weather for cutting hay. So this video, we're not going to be working on the truck. But hopefully next video, we're going to get back to it tomorrow. And we're going to get this thing rolling. We are really hoping to get it ready for harvest. It'll kind of be nice to have that third truck around. I don't know how much we'll use it, but we might need it now and again. And harvest is coming up quick. It's already beginning of August. And corn got planted somewhat early. We got a lot of replants, but harvest is coming quick. So we really got to get back to this and get this thing working. Anyways, today what I've got going on is I'm going to mow a few roads this morning. Dad's going to cut hay. And then I've got a hydraulic hose that I need to change on the sprayer. And that'll probably eat up the rest of my day. So we're going to get started. Got Dad's Kubota on the Batwing. We're going to go mow some roads. So this tractor only has 2 remotes and you need 3 for the mower. So we've got this add-on thing. I'll show you in a minute when I get back in here. But we have this add-on thing that basically will turn one remote into 2. And it's not ideal, but it does the job. So I've only got the 2 remotes. Right one drops the right wing. And then get that down. We've got the left one has this solenoid button on it. So if you don't push the button, raises and lowers. If you do push the button and hold it, it will drop the right wing, and it's a one-way cylinder. So sometimes it's hard to get it to drop. Come on. All right, you can do it. Come on. All right, there we go. That was painful. But anyways, so you operate 2 different things off of the same remote, basically. All right, PTO. And we're off. Mowing roadsides is one of those jobs where it's like it doesn't really need to be done, so you just feel a lot better if it does get done. It's not really a fun job. You get down in the ditch and feel like you're going to tip the tractor over all day, and it would be a lot better if this tractor was on wide rows, but it's not. And now I'm mowing over the corn. Alright, I gotta move over. Alright, I think that's far enough. But yeah, like I said, it's not a fun job, and it's just one of those things you try to keep things looking nice. The roads look a lot nicer when they're not full of really tall grass and weeds, so try to keep them mowed 2-3 times a summer, and just keep everyone happy that way. So when we ordered this mower, we ordered it with a big 1000 PTO shaft, because we were planning on using the 8400, and then Dad decided that he wanted to try it on this Kubota, which has a small 1000. So we priced a new shaft from Woods, and it was like $900. And so we didn't really want to spend the money. So we also didn't want to run an adapter, because that's a good way to break things off, as you know from me running the 1206. Adapters do nothing but break PTO shafts and cause more problems. So we were at a local auction, and a bush hog dealer, I think it's bush hog dealer went out of business, and they were selling off all their inventory. Well, they had a bunch of random used drive shafts, and we found one that we thought was right, and Dad ended up buying it for 300 bucks, and it worked. So now we can run the mower on this tractor, which is a lot nicer. This is a lot more nimble. It's better to operate for a mower. It's got the left-hand shifter and all that. It's just easier to get around with. And it really works well on this mower. It's a little underpowered. It's only 110 horse. But as long as the grass isn't too tall and you're not trying to mow trees, it works pretty well. We got the 12 fixed. But anyways, we got the 1206 fixed. If you've been following me for a while, you know that we busted the PTO off. I was just talking about that a little bit ago, but we were running a flail chopper with it with a small 1000 to big 1000 adapter, and it made it about 20 minutes and snapped. So it's been down for the count for a while. A buddy of mine, Bo, he fixed it back up, and he did a really good job on it, so thanks, Bo, for that. And now Dad can have his hay mowing tractor. He likes to use that because it's on wide rows and you can lay the windrow out wider and not run over the windrows when you come back around. So it works really well for that. Figured I'd stop, help him get started, make sure he doesn't have any trouble, and get back to mowing roads. Big gopher hole over there, and it started pushing. You can see it wasn't cutting on the left side. It happens. Well, it looks like he's doing all right, so I'm gonna take off and go mow some more roads. Well, that is enough mowing for now. that's a job that you can only take so much of, and then you just gotta quit. It's kind of mentally exhausting. But anyways, I'm out here at Grandpa's. We're gonna work on that hydraulic hose on the sprayer real quick while we're out here, and then head back. Alright, I got the sprayer backed up to the shed here. As you can see, this is all a mess. And it's been leaking for a while, and I couldn't really figure out what it was. Well, I got to looking at it the other day while we were spraying, and I found a hose with some kind of a hole in it. So I've narrowed it down to which one it is. I think it's that one. I'll have to trace it back again, but I didn't want to tear it apart while we were spraying fungicide because I didn't know if they would have the right fittings and whatnot uptown at the hardware store. So we decided to just finish spraying, and now I can tear it apart. That way it'll be ready for if we spray anything this fall, or it'll be ready for next spring. So I'm going to take it apart. I would clean it up first, but it's leaking in the middle of the hose, so the ends aren't too oily, and it shouldn't be too much of a mess. Although I shouldn't say that, but I should be alright. So looks like I'm gonna need a 7/8, and I think that's all I need. Maybe some cutters so I can cut the zip ties, and this should be an easy project. I'm gonna put these on just in case. I don't like oily hands. I'm kind of a sissy when it comes to that. But why get oily when you don't have to? Well, I thought I knew which hose it was, but now I'm kind of second guessing myself, because actually no, I don't think I'm second guessing myself. This is the hose that's all oily. I thought maybe it could be dripping off the top one, but that one doesn't look as oily, so I'm gonna bet money that it's this guy. I'm not actually gonna bet money. I'd be willing to though, but I think that's the one. I'll take it apart and get it on the ground, that way I can look at it and be sure. But we'll get after it here. Get all these zip ties cut. There's another one. Oh shoot, I didn't have to cut that one. That was stupid. Alright, this is the one. Wrong size ring. That's better. And now, I have to shut the camera off with oily hands. So which finger is the least this one will work? I better get another bucket. The one good thing about working on a sprayer is at least you don't have to roll around on a creeper, because that's not fun. There's plenty of room to get up under here. Looks like we got another oil leak too. That's a lot bigger hose. Maybe that one's just loose. I got both ends unhooked. Now I get to fish it out. Do I pull it forwards or do I pull it backwards? Thinking forwards, because this end has an elbow and that end's straight, so I'm going to pull the straight end through. That in. Get out of there. It's gonna have to go this way. Ah. Yeah. There's the hose. And look at that. I didn't even get my hands dirty. Now I'm just gonna wipe this off with a paper towel a little bit, make sure that is the problem. Don't want to be paying for hoses that aren't broken, so. Well, this hose definitely is the problem. It doesn't really have a hole in it. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's cracked pretty good. I guess that's probably where it's leaking. But this is an original hose. The one right next to it looks like it had been replaced already. So this one is the problem for sure. And we'll get it replaced. Probably won't get it fixed today, but we'll get a new one anyway. Well, I got the mowing done that I wanted to get done today, and I got that hose off. Ordered a new hose. I ended up ordering it from the AGCO dealer because it was cheaper than buying it uptown. But let's go. Easy, Roxy. Easy. Anyways, let's go check out the hay. We'll see what Dad got done. I guess he didn't cut all of it because I think the forecast kind of scared him. There's a little bit of rain for this weekend, and the temperatures aren't very hot. It's low humidity, but it's only getting into the 70s. So it's going to take a while for this hay to dry down. He didn't cut all of it. He just did a little bit. So, looks good anyway. It's nice when we can lay them out in these wide windrows like this with the 1206. It seems to dry out a little bit better. It actually uses the sun more to dry than it does the breeze, and it just works better for us. So that's looking good. So that's going to be about it for this video. Didn't really get a whole lot accomplished today, I guess. We started a lot of jobs, didn't really finish any of them. Started working on the truck, started mowing roads. Well, I guess I started the other day. Mowed a few roads. Pulled that hose off, started cutting hay, didn't finish cutting hay. But anyways, that's how it goes sometimes. Got to do things kind of at your own pace. But anyways, sorry I kind of teased you with that truck a little bit in the beginning of the video. The next video is going to be a truck repair video because we are really wanting to get that done and get it ready to go before fall. So before I let you go, I'm going to walk out in these beans and show you. Our soybeans are looking really good this year. Pretty much all of them. We got a few that are struggling, but for the most part they look really good. This area, don't look at that. Had a little mishap with the sprayer. Forgot to flush some water through it before I started, and I think the atrazine stuck in the boom and it kind of smoked those beans. But over here where I didn't kill them, they look awesome. They're about not quite waist high, which height doesn't mean anything on soybeans, but it just makes them look really good when they're tall. Started to get some pods at the top. They got sprayed with fungicide and foliar feed last week, and they are really looking good. We've gotten just enough rain to keep them going, and we're hoping for a really good bean crop. So that's all I got. So if you liked the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.